Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am celebrating an anniversary. My channel has been on YouTube for 1 year. I can't believe a year has gone by. So what I wanted to do was just share a few things that I've learned in the past year, say a few thank yous, and set out some of my goals for the upcoming year. So without further ado, let's do this. I've mentioned this in a few previous videos, but I wanted to start a YouTube channel way before I ever did. And there were a few things that held me back from actually doing it. There was the time investment involved, there was the investment of funds, and then primarily there was fear. Fear of failure and fear of negative criticism. I have a voice in my head that can be very, very negative towards myself. And it's funny because I will judge myself far harsher than I will judge anybody else. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. I think we are our own worst enemies and worst critics. But this voice in my head can be particularly vicious and mostly about my physical appearance, my weight. And I don't know why, but I mean, you see these big YouTubers and you see these troll comments where they just criticize everything, or they're just nasty just for the sake of being nasty. And I would like to understand the psychology behind that. I would like to understand why people feel the need, feel compelled, and feel like it's acceptable to go onto any stranger's internet space, if you will, and say shitty things. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. So trolling, there's like a psychopathy there that I would like to understand. I think psychologists need to investigate this and just see what in the hell is going on. I'm sidetracking myself. I was afraid, having seen these trolling comments, I was afraid that somehow it was going to get directed at me. I don't know why I was afraid of that, because I'm not drawing the crowds. I don't have millions of subscribers. I don't have thousands of subscribers. And I don't know why I thought that was going to happen. I think because I am so free to criticize myself in my own head, and I am working on it, but it's many, many years of programming that I have to overcome, and I don't really know how to do it, to be honest. I take it day by day. But that was the primary fear keeping me back, holding me back. And then during my pregnancy with my son Bennett in 2016 to 17, I lost 70 pounds. It was a terrible pregnancy. I was on bed rest for half of it. I also had diabetes throughout it, and it took its toll. I was in a lot of pain. I experienced a lot of fear, and it just was not conducive to eating, frankly. I can't say that it was necessarily a healthy weight loss, but nonetheless, I lost 70 pounds. Trust me, I had it to spare and then change. Anyways, so that weight loss gave me a sense of self-confidence, and also just surviving that pregnancy. It made me appreciate what my body is capable. It made me appreciate what I mentally am capable of. And somehow that all translated into this channel being born. So here we are, a year later. I've gained some of that weight back. Not even half, but I've gained some of it back. And that has been a struggle for me. That has been demoralizing for me. It has been very frustrating for me. And losing weight is not as easy as simply saying, eat less, exercise more. There's a lot more to it, or else nobody would be overweight. And there's a lot of psychological component to it, and I'm struggling. I'm struggling. So there's that. If you have any particularly helpful tips, especially with regards to motivation, please let me know down below. Side note. Anyways, it's been a year. Not one person in that year. I've had almost 50,000 views. According to Social Blade, almost 50,000. Not one person of those 50,000 views has said anything negative to me. And, well, no, you know what? I can't say that. There's been one person. One person suggested in the comments that I had copied another person's tutorial when I did my Jeffree Star Thirsty for Looks video. The first one with all like the different cut crease and all that kind of crap. And the person that she suggested that I had copied didn't even speak English, and I had never heard of her before, and that's not what I had done. And I just politely responded to that person saying, I'm not even aware of this YouTuber, and she deleted her comment. So that was 1 out of 50,000 views. That's not a bad statistic to have. I've had dislikes and things like that. That's totally fine. Personally, I don't see the point in disliking something. If I don't like a video, I just don't watch it to completion, and I don't give a thumbs up. But if people feel compelled to give thumbs down, that's totally fine. It's actually kind of helpful to me because then I know what kind of videos people are interested in. And I think sometimes people do that because they don't like the brand. So the videos that have the most thumbs down on my channel are Jeffree Star videos because people don't like Jeffree Star. Somebody recently commented about my inclusion of a Kat Von D palette in my neutral palette video and just said something to the effect, it was like 5 words, I can't even remember, 4 words, really? Kat Von D, no, bye, and then unsubscribed. And that's fine. If you feel strongly about that, then such is your right. But all of that to say, I have had really, honestly, nothing but support from you guys, and that is my first thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for engaging with me. Thank you for engaging with each other. Thank you for being kind. Thank you for being supportive. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for that human connection. Yes, it's all on the internet. No, we don't see each other face to face, but it's there nonetheless, and I appreciate that so much. Right now, the beauty world is kind of blowing up with all of these big drama and my truth videos that are going on, but I have to say, as a small account, I'm not seeing that with other small accounts. We tend to be very supportive of each other, and certainly my subscribers, you guys are amazing, and thank you so much. The people who comment regularly and consistently on almost every post that I do, if not all posts, I'm afraid to say names here because if I forget somebody, it's purely because I've forgotten somebody and not because I don't appreciate their contribution to all of this. So I don't necessarily want to say names. You know who you are. I know who you are. You have no idea how much you bring to my life. So thank you so much. It's like this little collective group of friends scattered all throughout the world, and we sort of convene here on this channel, and it just means the world to me. So thank you. The other fear that I had, as I mentioned, was fear of failure. And it wasn't so much fear of not getting subscribers or not having people interact with me. It was more my own failure in terms of getting bored or giving up or running out of ideas or just stagnating and not having any creativity. And I have to say, I'm very proud of the work that I've done this year. I've put up 150 videos. That is a crap ton of work. I never really knew how much, I never thought about how much work went into producing these videos when I was, well, I still do. I watch YouTube videos daily. I just never thought about it. And now when I watch vlogs or anything where there's a lot of graphics coming up, like words popping up and all that kind of thing, I know the editing struggles that go in with that, and my hat is even that much further off to these creators who can do all of this. I'm blown away by it because I tend to take the lane of least resistance with my editing, and I don't like to put up a bunch of graphics and words and all this because it's a huge pain in the ass. So for me to have created 150 videos, to have edited them, put them up while working a full-time job, while taking care of 2 children, one of which throughout most of that year was under the age of 1, I'm so proud of myself. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I really am. I tend to get very gung-ho about things, and then I get bored rather easily as well, and it just kind of falls by the wayside. You could ask my husband about that. We just got rid of a gigantic box of fabric a little while ago because I went through a sewing phase. That followed my knitting phase, which was wildly unsuccessful. But I have stuck with this. I still have no issues coming up with video ideas, and I have at any point a list of, 10 to 15 different videos that I want to do. I just don't have enough time. But this is my passion. I love it. I absolutely love doing this. I love just talking about beauty, all things beauty. I've seen a growth in my channel in terms of going from just trying to review products to talking more about issues in the industry and just more conversational kind of videos, which are the kind of videos that frankly I actually really enjoy watching. So it speaks to my own comfort in doing these videos that I can sit down and just chat to you guys without having the fallback of here's the palette and I can just talk about this and I don't have to think outside the box and I don't have to open myself up to more criticism regarding my opinions because my opinions are just on these colors here. Also, I can't keep up. There are so many new releases, and frankly, right now, a lot of the new releases I'm just not interested in. So for me to go out and spend hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dollars on product that I'm not really interested in, just to try to keep up with bigger YouTubers who are reviewing it, it just doesn't make a lot of sense for me. So that's why you're not seeing a ton of new products on my channel at this point. But having said all that, the one person that I need to thank with all of my heart is my husband, Barry. He is so supportive. He is, first of all, he's my absolute best friend. He is the light in my life. I'm so grateful to know him as a human. I am so proud to be his wife. And he has never been anything but supportive of me in this channel and in anything that I do. I've known him for 16 years now. We've been best friends throughout that time. We've been married for almost 10 years of that. We dated for 6 years prior. So he's my ride or die. There it is. And he never bats an eye. I spent money to buy lighting systems. That was fine by him. He helped me set it all up. He helped me paint the wall behind here. He put all these shelving units up. He bought the desk for me as a Mother's Day present years ago, or an anniversary present, I can't remember. You can't see it, but it's here. He doesn't judge me for the Sephora boxes that appear on our porch. He makes the time for me. He will take the kids out to an indoor playground so that I have time to film. He's currently he's just over there on the other side of the wall with headphones on so that his video game noise isn't in this video. He watches my videos. He comments on my Instagram photos. Like, he's just very, I know you're gonna watch this at some point. I love you. So I don't want this to become a huge love fest to my husband. He deserves it, but you guys probably don't care that much. I just want to talk about a few goals for myself for the next year. I'd like to remain consistent with 2 to 3 videos a week. My other goal is to try and work very hard towards establishing a posting schedule. I have tried in the past and it's failed. But my husband is back to work now. He works with me. I work some days from home. I'm not even viewing those as working days, really. I'm just going to be dedicating it to household stuff and, errands and chores and all that kind of thing. And then when all those are taken care of, be dedicating it towards this video as well. So I'd like to actually establish a posting schedule because I know the algorithm for YouTube is fucked. And I've had a few people send me messages saying that even when they press the notification bell, they're not getting the notifications. So at least if I can commit to a schedule, then you guys know, hey, it's Sunday. She usually posts at 9. Let's check and see if it's there. Once I've got it all sorted out, I will let you know in a future video. My other goals, one, to do more collabs. I did the collab video with Hayley Evans, and I will link it again down below just because I think everybody should go and check out her channel as well. And it was so much fun, and I can't wait to have her to my place so that we can do another video together. And I'd love to do more collabs with other smaller YouTubers and just, even if it's not filming together, but just doing like complimentary videos. I think that would be an awful lot of fun. So I need to initiate that. I need to reach out to some YouTubers that I enjoy watching and see where that takes me. And then lastly, I want to work on putting as much information into my description box as possible, because I tend to forget to list the products that I'm talking about, or I get lazy and I don't put links or anything like that, and it's not all that helpful. So I want to make it as descriptive as possible. I just tend to, by the time I'm at creating that description box, I'm usually like, I just want to get it posted. So hopefully with this whole new office sharing structure, where I'm going to have a little bit more time out of the office, without kids in the house, without the husband, all that kind of thing, I'm hoping that I can dedicate more time to it, and that's the goal that I have for myself. So I just want to wrap it up by thanking you guys once again. Thank you so much. Anyways, guys, it has been a wonderful first year, and I am very much looking forward to year 2 and beyond, but let's take it a year at a time for now. So, having said all of that, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in my next video, and the one after that, and the one after that, and the one after that. In the meantime, just be a decent human being. Bye for now, guys. I'm celebrating an anniversary. Celebrating? I still can't speak for shit, that's for sure.